straight up child trafficking route. I mean, it's just that term. Sometimes it seems like it's overplayed, but that's the reality of it. I'm gonna be taking you guys to a actual child trafficking route where they bring in children and they traffic them and they try to hide from border patrol. You guys will see all the little what's called layup spots, which is locations in the immediate desert where these people try to abscond from the aerial view of the border patrol, some of the cameras that and technology that is out there. You'll see and you'll notice how they try to hide from the element of the camera, and they try to just traffic kids right through up until pickup vehicles roll up right for them. So it's barbaric, man. That's Trump, baby.
So what did they rip out the smaller or the shorter section?
Imagine a time when there was.
Oh yeah, there's the RVs now. I got a
Encampments.
video of that. Okay.
They're encampments. Good find, April. This is fresh. He's from Nepal. So you know, the whole country's coming through here, guys. The whole world's coming into our country. Blayar Akash came through here.
So who's this?
Blayar Akash. He's coming in from Nepal, and I'm surprised he left this so intact. Most of the ones that we've been finding out here, they actually scratch off all of their information, their name and their birth date. But this guy just must have dropped this out here. We're gonna go ahead and turn this into DHS to see if they can run it through their database and maybe identify this guy.
One now. Oh fuck.
Man down.
That's a little guy right there.
Yeah.
We're finding all kinds of shit on this
And we
trail.
just started, dude.
We just started.
What I'm about to show you might not look like much to us, but they have begun kind of fixing this immediate location right behind us. And it is illegal via treaty to have a illegal alien encampment or a migrant shelter so close to the US border. I believe you have to be 35 miles away from the actual border. The way they're going about this though is they're calling it a church, and so they're bypassing international law and they're putting this encampment that they're fixing up right now. Right now it's dead. During the day and during the morning it's a church. I'm not sure what NGO, but they're calling it a church. And we were out here a few days ago. There was lots of men out here, cars. I got plates from American citizens that are out here working on this commune, and
under the guise of being a church.
Under the guise of being a church. And what's ironic, over here on the American side, they have dropped off potable water for them, toilets and water sink, so that they can come out here, refresh, replenish, and continue going on their way. It is bizarre world that we've not been encountered or stopped by a border patrol agent, by any law enforcement agencies in this last almost hour and a half that we have been on this part of the border. What if we were picking up children? What if we were picking up drugs? Whatever. Why is there no security out here? It's bizarre. And even more so, why is there this water for them right behind this church?
Do you ever run into any of the organizations who are putting these porta potties and the water pumps out here?
Yes, they're very vile and they're very violent. I've been confronted by them in front of border patrol agents. They try to trigger you into getting a reaction out of you, so that then they can try to persecute or put some kind of charges or restraining order from you being able to come into the area.
Do they ever follow you around or stalk you as you go out here along the border?
Yes, I've been followed and stalked these last couple of days that we have been out here. They've tried to slice my tire, and I can show you where you can actually see where they tried to cut it off, where they try to just penetrate the tire on the side. It's not like on the thread.
These aren't cartel. These are non-government organizations.
These are non-governmental organizations that are connected and working side by side with the organized crime from Mexico. Lots of times, I know, for example, the NGOs out of Arizona, you have to have a passport to be able to be a volunteer. Now, if you're trying to pass out water and snacks and cookies and fruit punch to migrants, why would you then have to have a passport? Because you have to go over to the other side. And as much as these individuals try to deny that they have involvement with the other side, a lot of the times when these big groups come across, these NGOs are right there to receive them. And it's funny because the migrants actually recognize these same volunteers. When it's supposed to be their first time meeting, they recognize them and say, "Hey, Jose, thank you for the coffee yesterday," in Spanish, of course. But it's happened multiple occasions, and they, not knowingly, put them on the spot, and we're able to identify and recognize that these people are in fact going over to the other side for God knows what reasons.
Do you think it was the NGOs that was following us earlier?
That truck looked pretty
Ragged, bro. I would say
pretty gangster, bro. I probably say somebody else. Like I said, unless you're doing what we're doing right now, or you're a border patrol agent out here, you have no business out here. This isn't a place where you come and hang out. This isn't an area where you want to come off-road or bring your girlfriend on a date, obviously. You have no business out here.
What about the family that we saw on the other side? What was going on with those on the clock, you think?
So those are just nationals out here. As you saw that woman chomping away at her wood. Unfortunately, those are the people that are being affected the most. Their constitution is being trampled
Even on the
on.
Mexico side.
On the Mexican side, that's right. Because Mexico is also a part of the Global Compact of Migration. The Global Compact of Migration, which consists of about 150 some other countries. A lot of people could not understand when President Trump came into office why these caravans were still coming aboard. Well, people did not know that a month before Barack Obama left office, he actually had a meeting in New York and secretly signed us into the Global Compact of Migration. Fast forward, Trump takes office. It's like that's when the Global Compact of Migration took effect. We were signed up for it for 2 years. In 2017, Trump came out and said, "I'm not signing this Global Compact of Migration coming up in 2018 again. Nobody does more for migrants in the United States, and this Global Compact of Migration doesn't line up with my political stance," right? So he got us out of it. Well, December 14th, 2021, Joe Biden signed us right back into it. Mexico's a part of it. Canada's a part of it. And so that's why you're seeing these migrants pick and choose. Hey, shit, I want to go to Mexico. Do I want to go to the U.S.? Do I want to go to Canada? I got options, baby. You see,
All across the West.
all across the West. And now you see California even going to start giving them a $150,000 loan for starter homes. They kicked all of the Americans out of California, and now they're bringing in the replacement class. The replacement theory is not a theory at all, guys. It's playing out right before our eyes every single day. And before we know it, we're sitting there like the toad in the boiling pot. That's America right now. We fail to recognize it because we've been complacent for so long. We are still in Jacumba. We're gonna be crossing into what's called El Campo, California. And that is even more of a hotbed because there is very little surveillance. There's no border patrol, and the wall is a little bit lower. The thing about that area is that, and this area is that there's tons of pedophiles out here. They're sending all the pedophiles to Jacumba.
Fucking sick.
It's fucking, it's insane. A lot of the neighbors out here are making a big stink about it, it's making headlines. But it's just like, I believe like, 1 in 25 are pedophiles or something like that?
Oh,
1 in 21 are pedophiles down
Think
here.
about the
fucked
millions
up.
that have come through since Biden's administration took over.
And I'm sure it's probably more.
What do we have here, Anthony?
So April just found us more visas. These honestly almost feel That's legit, but these are guys.
Can you tell what country they're from?
Denmark and Nepal.
Okay,
Denmark and Nepal.
So they're not from South America. They're
No.
not from Mexico.
These
They're
are
not
overseas.
from Honduras.
These are coming in from countries that belong to the Organization of Islamic Cooperation. The Organization of Islamic Cooperation consists of 57 countries, one of them being Iran. Iran, which just received billions of dollars from the United States of America, is the #1 funder to all of these countries, these other 56 countries, being their sole purpose is to Islamify the whole West Hemisphere. Their whole purpose as being part of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation is to take over the West. And in the last 10 months, I've been able to identify at least 49 countries of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation coming in through California and the Arizona open borders. This continues to come in, and these people are coming in through these countries that hate the United States of America.
The bar, grinding it out.
They grind it out with grinders in the middle of the night. Every day there's new spots. So
Do they come back in and repair those?
Yeah, but not every day. Like every 2 days or somewhat. So there might be new ones on here. Highly encouraged. You might be the one to see one. You might be able to call it out. It's gonna monsters rape these children or women out here. They usually will hang the article of clothing of the victim on the tree. And so whether it be a woman, a child, or whatever, or even a man, right here across the border, there is like a little kid underwear or diaper, and more than likely that is what that means. That there was a child raped here. That is how they. It's like, I don't know what their jollies is, but they hang them up as a trophy, and it's disgusting. And more we're seeing this down here on the border. It's becoming an all too common occurrence. Crime has that.
So you think that's what happened here?
No, that's not what's happening here. They don't have a key here. This hasn't been used in a long time.
So what they do? Likely put up a ladder?
They're probably jumping up and over with ladders, man. It's very common out here. They'll put up a ladder and then they'll hide it in between the bushes.
And with nobody out here patrolling, there's nothing to stop them.
Yeah, I mean, you're in between a valley right here, and there's no immediate camera post or lights on either side. So this is just a free-for-all. They can be passing drugs. One guy jumps over, and the other one's handing drugs right through, puts it in a backpack, runs right through, stashes it somewhere in a location, drops a pin, somebody picks it up, and it's just a cat and mouse game 24/7. They got lookout points from the other side. A lot of times they got people on these ridges up top, overlooking, making sure that nobody's coming towards the middle. And these people are just working, bro. Working all day. I'm next to a gentleman known as the Judge, who died out here fighting with Border Patrol and the Minutemen against the illegal invasion happening.
Oh. Someone's showing off down there. Are they doing that on purpose?
They're definitely doing. Let's keep moving. Well, anyways, yeah, finish this.
Yeah. This is in memory of Robert M. Barker, also known as the Judge. He died out here, gave his life for ultimate sacrifice to protecting the border alongside the Minutemen and some of the Border Patrol agents since 2008, I believe. Yeah, he died in 2008 up here. I'm gonna read it. He died here, Patriot Point, serving with the Mountain Minutemen, doing what our government has failed to do, defending this nation from the continuous invasion of illegals and drugs from Mexico. He was a patriot of the highest order and our friend. Rest in peace, Bob, aka the Judge. And this is a memory for him. But since 2008, or even before that, this guy had been out here ringing the alarm. It's just before this wall was built.
That's that truck we saw right here. I think they were trying to intimidate us.
And as dense as this is, you're able to tell why it's so hard for Border Patrol agents to be able to keep up with, oh, there's a truck, to be able to keep up with what's happening out here. There's way too much space and not enough agents right now in the field. Later on tonight or tomorrow, I'm gonna take you by the station so you can actually observe and see how many Border Patrol units are just sitting out there stagnant, unused.
What kind of vehicle is that down there?
That's just a little RV van. We can go check it out. It's abandoned. This is what we call a layup spot. This is a location where the cartel scout or human smuggler or drug trafficker will lay up in these spots right here that you see right on the other side of the wall. You can't be here too long.
Water bottle.
But that is one of the spots where they hide right before crossing. And as you can see right above us, they kind of push the wire out of the way and they bring people down through here. What you're seeing here now is what I've been telling people all along. There's human child trafficking going on out here, and I would not be surprised if they had a child tied up to this and slowly brought them down with a rope from up there. That is very common.
Shit.
That is very common.
So that's probably was used to bring them over the wall.
Yes.
Wow.
So they're probably not far from right here.
No,
anymore,
this is a very active spot. That's why I'm saying we can't be here too long, but I wanted to stop because it's important to illustrate all of this to the American public, that they don't get to see this on a daily basis. This is what's happening out here on the southern border. They're ready on the call.
So was this active at night?
Very, yes.
So is that when you're gonna? Okay.
Yeah, this is very active. After they cross, they'll take a break, relax, wipe themselves down, and then they're back up. They're on the trail, right back up. It's important to illustrate all this to the American audience. People don't see this every day. And there's a trail, as you can see. It's a beat up trail. And like I've been telling you guys, they take the path of least resistance. They move like water right down that path away from camera view. They're very shy to those cameras, so they'll walk right down this path because there's no immediate shot from any Border Patrol cameras looking in here. They saw us too, bright ass light. We got it. He might have shied away from us. It's incredible what.
Do they ever engage with you at all?
No, they disappear. And it's incredible what just journalists being out here can do. I've been out here just with my drone alone, and I've been able to deter crossings like that just with my drone, where they all run back and get in the car and take off.
It's like, I think it's kind of ironic that we just saw a vehicle just over your shoulder right here. But what is this? Is this some surveillance device for the Border Patrol right behind us?
Yes, it is. And can you tell where that camera's pointing right now? Should it not be on us? Should it not be on
towards the border?
On the border?
So the camera for the Border Patrol is facing the opposite direction from which the people are actually coming
It's facing
from.
the inland, bro. Like, you can't make this up. You would not believe this if I told you this on Twitter. If I tweeted this out, you'd not believe it. You'd be like, yeah, that guy's crazy. You'll find at certain spots, you'll find little antennas. They're repeaters. And they're hooked up with like 8-volt batteries, or those like squared rectangular ones. And they're repeaters for the radio.
So they can relay communications?
Exactly.
So it's funny that the government doesn't have repeaters or relays for surveillance out here, but the criminal organizations do.
We did. We have top of the line sensors. We have top of the line infrastructure for security out here. However, a day after the Biden regime took office, everything was turned off. All of the lights along the southern border, across the southern border, from East Coast to West Coast, from West Coast to the Texas coast, completely shut off. Everything was turned off. They turned off the high-powered surveillance cameras that we have, and they started relying on what appears to be Walmart trail cams, dude. $100 fucking cameras that you will see along the border that they are using, rather than using the stuff that Trump installed while he was in office.
So all that infrastructure just sits there wasted.
And it doesn't sit there wasted. The organized crime has come across the border and they've gutted everything out to All of the metals, anything that they can cash out, they've taken.
Good job, Biden.
And even here, you know, in the middle of the dark when it's only moonlight and these men get these urges, who's gonna stop them? And even these must be possibly Mexican.
Oh,
Got pesos. Possibly Mexicans. And Mexicans, for the most part, are the ones that try to scout Border Patrol because they don't really qualify for any political asylum. Their little socks. Probably another kid.
There's a purse over here.
Wallet.
Oh no.
That's bad.
It's horrible.
Why would they? That's the only thing. Okay, this is the only thing in the wallet too. That's the creepy part about this as well.
It's the only thing they left behind was the
Only thing they
photo.
left behind. And it's cut out.
We are entering El Campo, California. It is right next to Chacumba, and this area is also getting hammered. This area has even less Border Patrol agents and zero eyes on here. Unfortunately, here are more signs of, where are her pants? Pants, underwear. But we're just letting them know we're with the press. Press, baby. Just so I'm not like triggering them and having units being sent over here for no reason. The majority of them already know us being out here, so just getting them heads up. Courtesy. That's Trump, baby.
So what did they rip out the smaller or the shorter section?
Imagine a time when there was fence. Yeah, this has more obviously technology behind it. It's much more reinforced. It's got rebar concrete, and then it's got the steel on the outside, and so it's a lot harder for them to get through. But nonetheless, when you got hours of when you have hours of time
overnight
to yourself out here, and there's not a single soul in sight, I mean, it's no big deal. You can send these guys all day long with a $50 grinder, sit at the wall, and they're making.
Do you know how deep the rebar or how deep the footings are for the
I don't
wall?
want to lie to you, brother. I don't recall.
Do you know why it's being dug out down there?
No, I don't. But this is one of the areas they cut it, and then it's just kind of like hangs, bro. And then they just scoot it over off to the side, and you got a whole row of people. That's how they're getting over. And so a lot of people are like, oh, the wall. But unfortunately, any wall that's unmanned or not manned properly, it's gonna be inefficient. Just so you guys kind of get an idea, when you see these discrepancies like this on the wall, sometimes they're a little higher, sometimes a little lower, but sometimes around this height, they'll come with the grinder, and they'll cut right through it, and then they'll start chopping away at the concrete, and then they'll go through the rebar again. This has already been fixed. If you guys, as we're driving through in this particular area, you'll start seeing on some of them that might have been started. We would be able to come back to those spots in the evening or sometime tomorrow, and it should probably be done. But that's what I'm looking out for. That's why I'm driving a little slow right now through here. But that's been fixed already.
So
yeah, we'll run into a few more down that way, but those are coming further down here because they're just keeping tabs of all of that.
who owns this land over here? What's this?
You
know?
Further down in Capital, it's the Indian reservation.
Anthony just told us these are cartel lookout towers over here.
Los agentes de patrulla frontera en el centro son adecuados. They're not always right. A veces ellos mienten o manipulan a las personas. They manipulate, they lie or manipulate as people. Be very careful dealing with them. I'm badass French reader, bro.
A pediatric
What's the
shake.
And then look at what's over there. That's a little diaper. They're bringing babies.
Sick motherfucker.
Another layup spot. Another layup spot.
Water. Look at this.
This is bad. This is from Mexico. The NGOs give them this.
What does it say?
Reuse,
Reduce,
recycle.
Yeah. Whoa. Here's water. Clearly marked. Is it black like this?
I don't have it with me too. Would be a good idea though. What the hell
What is that? That's in Chinese?
That's baby formula or milk.
In Chinese?
Yeah. What's up, bro? How you doing?
Yeah. Did you get a concert?
Hell
He
yeah,
doesn't want
bro.
to.
Yeah, bro. Check the Twitter. It's been fucking.
And I think I took your page up.
It's on fire over there.
Is it okay for recording?
Yeah.
There's fucking like 2 dudes right here right now. So we popped back.
Yeah, I
up
just
here.
found a couple.
We could hear them right here in the butt in the brushes. So we just. Came
Thank
right
you
back
for your
up.
service.
Thank you.
Yeah, we don't want
Okay.
to get caught in a situation with them, so we just left them alone. They're down here though. There's 2 of them.
Oh, too.
Yeah. But.
Um,
Yeah, we'll be out here like another 20 minutes, bro. We might do a little quick little video, and we're out for the night.
sounds good. Yeah, I seen the lights. I was like, let me
Yeah. I figured.
Yeah, they don't use lights.
I'm kind of glad you came, bro, because I was trying to show these guys. I was like, yeah, they'll come right now.
Yeah. I know there's gonna be a couple coming up in the next.
Here in a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll probably.
We'll be out of here.
Yeah, we'll be out of here in the next 20 minutes.
Oh no, it's no worries. You guys can stay out here. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
y'all can check it out if you want.
Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
you guys So can- is there no, and I don't know how much you can say, but is there like, I mean, they get like electronic detection and stuff, right? So you guys kind of know when they're going in and out, or not? Or? Not really. It's just a large space, so can't really say too much, but yeah. All right, man. All right.
All right, big
Take
love.
care.
Stay
Keep
safe,
up the
man.
good work.
And that's pretty well it. Through the water, across the river, some way, shape, or form. So it's an easy get. It's a lot easier access in Texas because it's a flat land. This terrain is brutal to drag children through in 100-degree heat.
I can't imagine.
It's insane. Yeah. I wish it was still light out. The wall ends right about here where the mountain starts to pick up. You see how the mountain's picking up?
Okay.
The wall ends. I wish I had a better light. The wall ends, and then you can see a gap opening, and that's where the kids are being crossed through. There's carpet shoes on the ground. There's baby bottles, diapers, onesies, paperwork sprawled all over the place. So it's the only reason they wear carpet shoes is to hide their shoe prints, and the only reason they're doing that is because they're moving something across that they shouldn't be. So that's the Mexican military right there. How they're allowing for them to come around the mountainside. See, they're starting to head down to the point that, and you'll see their flashlights in just a second.
Yeah, I think I see him now. Yeah.
And what's crazy is, so it ends, and then there's like a little entry point right here, and there's a school right there where all those lights are at. There's a little neighborhood and
Oh, yeah,
school
over
on the
there.
Mexican side.
Okay. So that's the other side of the border where those lights are over there?
Yep.
Okay. You see their flashlights lighting up on the trail down there?
These guys have become so brazen that they cross right over, and they're carrying the whole group to their next point, their next destination, their next pickup point. It's insane.
Wild.
So are these full bottles of water? They are. And canned food.
NGOs come and drop off all that stuff to them.
So what are we looking at, Anthony?
This is a location where children are brought, and a lot of the times they make it all the way across without being detected by Border Patrol agents. I'm gonna take you guys in the immediate area. This is an actual trafficking route. I need all of you guys to be fully alert, not on your phones, and with your head on a swivel. You're gonna look for, or you're gonna find possibly toys, soiled diapers, IDs, passports, the whole nine. This is a free-for-all. It's wide open space, so stay close together and let's walk on out that way. This is a location where the NGOs are dropping and providing more supplies. That's treason, dude.
They're facilitating the trafficking of children.
Facilitating, exactly, and they know exactly what they are doing out here.
Yeah, especially not in our car.
Exactly. Is there any room back there to turn around? Make it easier to get up the hill?
I don't know about easy. Here we are backing out of the trail. We got stuck in.
Why did we get stuck?
Because the gate was fucking closed, bitch.
The cartels have locked off the gate for this access to prevent entry along the border wall. And they had a chain and a lock on it. So we had to turn around over this huge ass valley. Tight fit, especially with a huge Wagoneer. All right, let's get out of his way.
Let's roll. Hey, there's a lot more content like this on Anthony's page. Please help donate to his Gifts and Go. He did such a great job bringing us on this tour of the Mexico-California border. His Gifts and Go will be in the comments. Thank you. Bye.